Right, let's continue with our creation. Just a couple of more steps, but I think you already seen the great thing that and how easy and fast you can build your portfolio. So for now, all I want to do actually, I want to build my allocation chart, and I want to actually reflect the difference between the portfolio cost and portfolio value within my obviously within my securities or equities which I have. So for this, all I need to do is let's do the following thing. So I'm gonna do the simple way, but or rather not the simple, but the traditional way. Let's call it. Let's just select insert a chart, and then let's select the data range. So our data range for our asset portfolio allocation that we will create the between. Obviously, we'll select our B21, B32. Everything goes above this. If you start adding more to your portfolio, that's probably the best thing is actually to delete the reference to the 32 and just keep the kind of the column, keep the range running till the end of the column B, and then we're gonna add the same another range which will correspond to the same kind of a amount of cells. So essentially, we need to make sure that the ranges match in terms of the how many rows. So therefore, because we're covering all the rows between the columns B and K, all we need to do is press OK, and there we go. Look at this. This is beautiful. But all I need to do right now is actually going to increase the size. Maybe I'm going to select something like this. So just expand a bit more. And instead of the column chart, it's again, I will be selecting my pie chart with the Donald Hall 75%. And I think that's looks quite good. I think it's something that, once again, I don't like, and this is a personal style. You can go and unselect the chart border color if you wish to, as simple as that. And now there we go. Look at this. Our portfolio. Look at this. The reflection is actually here. Allocation. Perfect. So quite nice and simple as far as I can see. Let's do now another one. Let's do the following now. Let's rather create a bar chart which will tell us the exact number of actually we'll compare each bar will compare portfolio cost versus portfolio value at each individual securities that we have or equity. So once again, we'll select B21 to, and this time actually let's go with B20 to B, and this is because I want to see if Google Sheets will actually take into consideration that the cell B20 should be actually as a header, right? So will be considered as a header. So B20 to B, total cost is in column F, so F20 to F. Add another range portfolio value, which is in cell H20, and therefore we'll do H. So as far as I can see, the ranges are of correct size. Press OK, and there you go. Look at this, beautiful. It does this, and it will automatically give us, for example, the headers here. As you can see, all we need to do right now, just let's expand it a bit more so it's kind of looking better. We can actually change the color for the portfolio value. For example, once again, let's keeping the theme, maybe let's make it gold. Total cost, make it kind of, do we want it to make it dark blue, or we keep it like this? I will unselect once again. I'm not a big fan of the border color. I'll remove this, and for example here, when you click on the elements of the tickers here, you can see that horizontal axis. You can play around the font, label font if you want. You can, for example, if you prefer uh, any of this. So by default is Arial, but if you want, you can have sans serif. You can see it changes, or probably I should go, for example, wide if you want. Kind of change to the wide if you want. I'll keep it for now for the default. It's up to you to play if you want to, but there is also slant labels, which by the way, you can actually do 30%, so it can, we can see that kind of gives that slant angle to the tickers, and I think I'm actually quite happy with this right now. Look at this. So now we can see, by the way, What you can also do, and this is if you wish to, when you click on the bar, there is a number of options, including the format. You can see the opacity, line color. If you want to add the line color, for example, you can see how cool it looks, whether you like it or not. For example, maybe we can reverse the line color here as well. Let me just double click on this and the line color here. Maybe let's make it gold to see whether it kind of makes any change. It's okay. Let's keep it like this. But for now, well, I wanted to show that there are options that you should be exploring. And the trend line, it's useless for this purpose, but if you want, sometimes the data labels could be a good option. But nevertheless, once you start expanding more and more in terms of the equities, I don't think they will fit well unless you're happy, unless you will start expanding significantly with this graph, this chart to actually to make sure it's visually it looks fine. When, so once again, this is an option that if you want, you can explore, and you can have the position, so center, inside, outside, base, inside, and so you can see you can really explore a number of different options once you start diving into this world. But keeping auto is absolutely fine. You can see value or none. Again, error bars. No, I don't want error bars. So I will remove the data labels, but I want you to be able to explore. I don't feel um, worried or that you'll make something wrong. No, absolutely explore, and this is part I'm trying to show you that you're able to do this. So I'm gonna unselect them for now because I think they will not look good. And once again, I think it's something that um, it's unnecessary because we can clearly see what's the difference between the cost and the value. There you go. So let's move on now to the portfolio performance, and this is a query function which I want to talk about.